Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we are back again with another Alliance War video, and this one is obviously very important and very interesting, and I actually had a quite busy war myself too. So New Nation is taking on Fort Loki in war number 8 of season 32. Fort Loki at the moment are on top of the leaderboards, and they have went 7-0. New Nation is in 3rd place on the leaderboard, and we are 6-1. So we do know that obviously Fort Loki is a very strong alliance, and they actually played this war exceptionally well. And we were obviously determined to have a great war ourselves as well. And that, well, first of all, started with a fairly ambitious plan of a 3-person boss rush, basically. So it was me, FinTech, and ALP who were tasked to get the boss down initially, and then the rest of the fights would be done and taken. I am using Dr. Doom, Nimrod, and Moleman, so we do have some heavy hitters, and we have some amazing fights as well. But before we go any further, definitely have to give shout out to the Fort Loki guys. They played absolutely amazing, and I'm friends with quite a few of them. Definitely shout out to Vega. I'm sure he will upload the war video. Also to Enzo, an amazing guy. And then Lizer, their officer in Battle Group 3, who set the defense up for us and did a very good job. And the rest of the guys, Legacy and Buddy Lee, I think is in Fort Loki as well, and every single one of them. Right. That being said, let's get this started. So my first fight is on path 4 against America Chavez. That America Chavez placement is actually quite scary, because the problem started in that fight when she used her heavy attacks, which you can't punish. And this node basically reduces your ability accuracy and lets your parries to fail. So I was actually a bit worried about this fight. However, we're going to see in a second that I shouldn't have been. So what I'm going to do, my plan is just to drop a couple of heavies and then nuke down. But I didn't realize that those Furies would give that much damage to Moleman, so I well overboosted for this fight. And the fight was over in 12 hits. I shouldn't have even dropped that level 2. You can see it was 12-second fight as well. So let's just watch it again, because when Moleman hits that hard, I absolutely love it. So we start by shrugging off my Liquid Courage double edge and heal block debuff. Then we shrug off weakness from long distance relationship and do the same thing again. Then we trigger our frenzy, and that level 2 was already a massive overkill. We were hitting like 18k mediums, I think. 10k, yeah, 15k here and 18k whilst we had 5 Furies on. So we had like 18k mediums in Moleman, and that 12 seconds, man. Sorry, Vega, but your Chavez got wrecked by the Mole, dude. And yeah, I was absolutely impressed by that fight. It was proper giddy. Next up, I do have Kitty Pryde. And Mixmaster, Aggression Prowess. Obviously, fairly good placement for her. However, there is a thing about Kitty Pryde, especially right now, after I have had to fight her so much in Battlegrounds. I genuinely don't stress too much when I fight her, even if I fight her with some random champions, because there is a relatively easy way how to deal with Kitty Pryde, and that is just to be kind of like super aggressive, basically just block and reparry her combos, and then she goes out of her phase and, you know, job's done there. So at this point, you know, she has some prowess in that I can start to nullify, so I'm going to drop my level 1. No, wait, I already did drop my level 1. Or I didn't. Yes, I did. And then I'm going to drop a level 2, and she's going to be almost deadish. Fortunately, again, I was a bit too slow with my level 2, but she is only at like 20%. Then I just kind of need to finish it out. She's at a couple of percent. She's going to drop her special 1. But yeah, that's Nimrod. Even if I would mess up, even if I would eat a special attack or something, Nimrod would be perfectly fine, because he's an absolute tank. So that was the first evening. They blitzed ahead of us in exploration, and I think at this point when I was going to sleep, nobody had died yet in either side, and they were about 20 or something attacker kills ahead of us in exploration. So this was a very top-notch competitive war, and both alliances were having, I believe, their best wars of the season, because as far as I have seen, Fort Loki typically dies around 7 times a war as well, and New Nation has had a relatively similar start of the season with about 6-7 deaths on average. So we did need to do better than we have been, kind of, if we wanted to win this one. And kind of same goes for Loki, I suppose. So next morning, when Ebony Maw got cleared, I'm again on path 4, this time against Domino. And going up against Domino, obviously we're going to be using Nimrod, so we're going to be boosting up quite big there. I don't think I use a 3-minute boost for this one fight, but I use pretty much one for every single other fight that I take. Maybe I do. Maybe, just to be safe. Yeah, probably do, because there's no reason not to. Yeah, I activate 3 Indestructible 3 boost, because there's no reason not to, basically, because, you know, fighting for first, when else you are going to use the 3-minute boosts if not in wars like this? Right, so here, again, the plan with Nimrod is fairly simple. I just want to parry a bit, get my charges up, get my armor ups up, so in case I do mess up, I become significantly tankier. Now that I have done that, I'm going to drop level 1 to place Energy Vulnerability on Domino and give myself a very, very potent power gain buff and kind of enter myself in that Eradicate protocol. Now, here's going to be the one annoying bit where she is going to refuse to throw her... she's going to refuse to throw her level 2 for a bit, but she's already only at 20% or something. So she does place 2 debuffs on me, but 2 debuffs is not enough for her to go unblockable. If I would have a 3rd debuff on me, then she would go completely unblockable basically till end of the fight. But now I'm at level 2, and that level 2 would have been so much overkill, but that's fine. So next fight is going to be Dragon Man, and Dragon Man with Dr. Doom, steady build up unblockable, crumbling armor, obviously Doom doesn't care about that, heal block, don't particularly care about that. So this was a fairly straightforward fight, didn't have too much to worry about, because obviously, even though this Dragon Man does gain quite a lot of power and all that other stuff, obviously Doom can take care of that, and Doom doesn't mind when opponent gains some extra power, because you can take that power for yourself. On top of that, I can utilize the staggers on Dr. Doom to stagger that charge that he gets, so he doesn't get any benefits from it pretty much for the rest of the fight. And the plan is just get to level 3 and pretty much be done with it. There's not much else to do, so I drop my heavy attack there, and I'm going to use my level 3. My Dr. Doom's also a rank 4 champion, as you can see by the fairly sizable PI there. And yeah, this fight definitely was not a cause for concern on my behalf, so I'm going to go for double medium, triple light, double medium. No, then I went for a light combo because I realized I did not or would not push him to level 3, but it was fine because we still get some power from MD, and level 2 finishes it out. So fairly straightforward fight there, nothing too crazy. Now this fight is scary though, because SpiderHam absolutely hates me. Every other time I fight that guy, he just ruins it for me. Now Mole is a perfect counter for this node, because Ebb and Flow intercept and true accuracy that Mole has, basically Ham can never evade, really, and I can get in guaranteed intercepts. Only thing I really need and want for the pig to do is allow himself to get parried and use the special attacks. So here, again, I mistimed the parry, I get a debuff on me, so I'm going to have to try and get parry. I tried to punish his heavy attack, but I failed there, so that's fine. So now I still have a charge, so I just use that unstoppable to punish that heavy attack. Now I am at 9 charges, which I definitely do not want to get more than 9, so I can keep my true accuracy. So then I threw my level 1, even though I was not, I had not gotten rid of the Ebb and Flow intercept node, but I still had to start do some damage. But he just refuses to throw special attacks, and that kind of puts me off quite a bit. And I'm going to let all my monster mass pretty much fall off here, because SpiderHam is just mean guy in this fight. So at this point, I have 0 monster mass. I tried to punish that heavy attack again, stupidly. That was my mistake, definitely. I'm quite lucky that I didn't get punished for it. But I do need to start building up my monster mass. So for that, I'm going to start with level 1 just to regain some position on the map. Try and get out that level 1 from him. And try and get out that level 1 from him. And again, the guy, I swear, SpiderHam just hates me. And for what it's worth, I hate fighting him too. When I play with SpiderHam, I do think it's quite fun. But the dude just hates me, definitely. So at this point, I see that I'm about to be at 6 charges anyway, so I decided to get my guaranteed intercept that way by shrugging off that armor break. then I drop my level 1, and I finally finish out the fight. So it was definitely dodgy. It wasn't greatest play by me by any means, but I hate SpiderHam. But luckily I kind of stayed calm. I, rebuilt my charges up to 6 and then finish up the fight, got that intercept, and everything else went fine. Man, I hate SpiderHam. he did give me a bit of a heartbeat increase, I'd say. And then my last fight for the war is this Nova. And this fight, it's not too bad. It's Dr. Doom against Nova. He will be getting increase in power gain. I'm not gonna use the power back boost, but I did use a boost that increased Doom's special attack damage a bit. It was probably unnecessary, but it's fine. And now we're going up against Enzo against Nova, by the way. So we did get to fight against champions from Vega and Enzo. So my bad, guys, but your dudes got clapped. And now Dr. Doom against Nova on this increased power gain mini boss. The base idea is very simple. Just get to my level 3 and be happy. So nullify whatever he has there, that fury buff, so he can't auto block me. And I did put up inequity and I think resonate as well for this fight, just in case, just so I get tankier in case I need to eat some special attacks. And I am at level 3 here, and as soon as I reached level 3 I knew the fight's under control. He's at 71% there, and I'm just gonna drop my first level 3 here, so he goes to 57, does plenty of damage, so I'm gonna go for double medium, triple light, double medium combo, and use my level 1. That puts me at 2+ bars of power. Just reparry there, put on another stagger for good measure, and use another level 3, and that should pretty much finish out the fight. If it doesn't, then the following combo will. So he goes from 30% to 12%, which is fine, but again, double medium, triple light, into the regular combo, and the fight is over. Very straightforward fight there. And that was it. I had fair amount of fights. I did definitely enjoy this war. Once again, how to give huge shout out also to all the war planners on both sides. All of them did a very good job, because both alliances, I believe, had virtually the best wars of the season. So this was the best of New Nation. The best New Nation has done this season, I believe, versus the best for Loki had done this season, and they definitely played really, really well. That being said, we ended up as an alliance with a complete donut versus 4 deaths of them. So this is the first war this season. I do remember that we have had a donut as an alliance in past, but it has been quite a long time. Definitely not with this global either. But yes, so New Nation didn't die as an alliance a single time, and that definitely was a very good confidence and morale boost for this war. For Loki, again, did absolutely amazing too as an alliance. They only died 4 times, which is well below, the average death count that you see in Masters Bracket with this new global node. And yeah, well fought war, but New Nation takes this one home. So I think there are 3 alliances now up top who has a record of 6-1. It's GT40, New Nation, and 4 Loki. And even after this war, nothing's decided. Everybody still has a chance to grab that top spot. And it's going to be interesting to see how this season finishes out. And this just goes further to me saying that Alliance War has been feeling better than it has been in a very long time, because it's been way more competitive. Because there are many more alliances who can easily beat each other any given day based on how well they play at that one specific war. There are not any 2-3 alliances that are, significantly ahead of the curve. And it's just way more exciting that way. And yeah, that's about it. So finally, we did have a complete donut war as a New Nation. And we're super happy about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. Once again, shout out to all the guys in For Loki. And I shall catch you guys soon. See ya. proceed with. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the